Hello and welcome to the Apologists Angle for today, November 13th, 2024, an AI-generated Christian cultural apologetic perspective on today's news. This podcast is based directly on the writings of the Christian cultural apologists discussed, but like all AI, it can make mistakes. In the news today, Donald Trump has appointed Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy to lead the newly created Department of Government Efficiency, a non-governmental agency tasked with advising the White House on structural reform and reducing bureaucracy. Musk and Ramaswamy will work from outside government and partner with the Office of Management and Budget to drive large-scale changes. Trump aims to dismantle government bureaucracy, slash regulations, and restructure federal agencies. Musk has pledged to document all actions online for transparency and promised to cut wasteful expenditures. The appointment has been criticized by some due to potential conflicts of interest and lack of government experience. Commentary inspired by the writings of Jacques Ellul, The Paradox of Efficiency, How Elon Musk's Appointment Reveals the Dark Side of Technological Progress. Donald Trump's decision to appoint Elon Musk to lead the newly created Department of Government Efficiency has left many bewildered. On its face, this move appears astute, leveraging Musk's expertise in streamlining operations and cutting waste. Yet, as Jacques Ellul would argue, this development exposes a more pernicious trend, one that underscores the corrupting influence of power and the dehumanizing effects of technological progress. According to Ellul, the ultimate stage of technique is not the machine, but the machine-like man, the technological society. In other words, as we increasingly rely on technology to solve our problems, we risk becoming mere automatons ourselves, stripped of our humanity and creativity. Musk's appointment embodies this very phenomenon, where a brilliant entrepreneur with a penchant for technological innovation is tasked with optimizing the government. But what does it mean to optimize a complex system like government? Does it not imply a reduction of human judgment and nuance to mere algorithmic efficiency? As Ellul would caution, such an approach ignores the fundamental fact that technique creates a new kind of man, a man who is adapted to the technical society, the technological society. In this context, Musk's promise to document all actions online for transparency rings hollow. Is not the very act of digitizing human decision-making processes a form of dehumanization? Moreover, Ellul's work reminds us that power always tends to corrupt, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. The technological society. As an outsider with immense wealth and influence, Musk is now poised to wield significant power over the government. Will he not be tempted to use this authority to further his own interests rather than serving the common good? The potential conflicts of interest are staggering, and yet they seem to have been glossed over in the haste to disrupt the status quo. The appointment is a microcosm of a broader phenomenon, one that highlights the Trump administration's conflicted relationship with expertise and experience. By appointing Musk to lead a crucial initiative, they are essentially acknowledging that technocratic know-how trumps traditional forms of knowledge and expertise. This is not merely a pragmatic decision. It represents a profound shift in the way we think about governance and human agency. As Ellul would warn us, this trend towards technological determinism has far-reaching consequences for our democracy. By elevating efficiency above all else, we risk creating a system that is optimized for machines rather than humans. In such a scenario, transparency becomes merely a euphemism for algorithmic accountability, where human judgment is secondary to the dictates of code. This development is symptomatic of a deeper malaise, one that speaks to our society's increasing reliance on technology as a panacea for complex problems. Ultimately, Musk's appointment serves as a jarring reminder of the need for critical reflection on our relationship with technology. As we hurtle towards an increasingly automated future, we must pause to consider what kind of world we want to create. One that values efficiency above all else, or one that preserves the messy, imperfect beauty of human experience. The choice is ours, but as Ellul's work so presciently warns us, the consequences of our actions will be far-reaching indeed. Thank you for listening to today's episode of The Apologist's Angle. Be sure to come back tomorrow for a new take on the day's news from the perspective of Christian cultural apologetics.